welcome to my YouTube channel and thank you for tuning in. I want you to think about something for a minute. Did you know that your brain, when you're attempting to grow or accomplish things you haven't accomplished anymore, if you're not careful, your brain will lie to you? Now, what do I mean by that? Well, it already has its mind made up about what you can do and what you can't do, what you've tried before, what works, what doesn't work. And a lot of that information was appropriate at that particular time, but the brain doesn't have any time frame other than now, and it doesn't matter whether the information it's stored happened years ago or 5 minutes ago. Whenever we attempt to grow, it starts to remind ourselves of what's possible and what's not possible. Example of that is somebody who's watched other people grow around them. They've seen the acknowledgments that they've received and they're saying to themselves, well, geez, nobody talks to me like that. Nobody treats me that way. And so what they've done is they've allowed all the information that's been built up over the years to be the truth for them. When in fact, if it's not allowing them to get what they want, I want you to think of it as a lie. It's a false information disguised as the truth. Why? Because it's already taken place and it did happen. So what do you do about that? Well, we call those preconceived notions confirmation biases. We've seen it in business where leaders have their mind made up about who the talented people are and who aren't, and they treat them accordingly. And then if they go to a class about you need to encourage others to grow and develop and take somebody who's really struggling and make them better, they go into it with a preconceived notion that, you know what, I'm going to try, but the brain's already made its mind up. It already knows that this person messes up, has made mistakes, and it's certainly not going to be able to pull this off. And what they don't see happening is their tone of voice. It's how they acknowledge the person. It's how they treat them that says more than the words they're using. And that's why we're so good at recognizing when people are really being authentic with us or not. But do we recognize when we're really being authentic with ourselves, or are we just repeating information that's already taken place and allowing it now to become a lie because it's attempting to challenge us and tell us that, hey, that's probably not going to happen. You're going to make that take place. You're going to learn a new language. You're going to play the piano. And what we need to do is we need to step up to the bully. We need to say, well, yes, I am. I'm going to be an excellent guitar player. Well, you've never played the guitar before. And the last time you took lessons, you never followed through and you didn't even learn how to read music. Okay, that was then. That has nothing to do with now. And that is where all of us live. And that's where the excitement comes from. When we recognize we have already made our mind up, but can we change our mind? Can we move beyond the experiences that we're already had and the ones we're currently having? Can we change our mind about our children? Can we change our mind about our spouse? Can we change our mind about our boss? Can we change our mind about the people that follow us and look to us to guide and grow them? And the answer is absolutely. And it's called neuroplasticity. And what we need to do is we need to prepare in advance on how we want to see that person, rather than see that person with the information that was prepared in advance, but because of old experiences, not the new ones. So, where the opportunities lie in your life, where have you held yourself back because of that lie, if you will? Well, let's start telling us the truth, and that's to remind ourselves how miraculous we are, and that once we see ourselves playing that guitar, we'll start practicing and figure out how to get and make that vision become a reality. So, go get them. What's your vision?